Hi everyone, it's Paula. How are you? I wanted to bring forth something new and different. This is, I guess, some homework in some ways, or just some idea of things that I do and focusing on my stroke recovery and my brain injury recovery. And I wanted to write it out and give it to you. It's about 3 things that you can do today that make you feel better about yourself, your journey, and it certainly doesn't cost anything. And meaning it doesn't cost money in activities that you could be doing. I broke it out to beginner, intermediate, advanced, and there are some days that I am a beginner or intermediate all day. It's stroke recovery, as well as advanced. There's always a next level, and there's a next level beyond this. But I am speaking about that I am a stroke survivor of 5 years. My name is Paula, and I have aphasia, as that includes short-term memory loss, difficulties in a lot of short-term memory loss, and not remembering for what I just read or something that was told me, or where things are in the cabinets, as well as I do have balance issues, and physically speaking, it's the I hope I say the word properly, but it's my proprioceptors that I guess are off. And this was through therapy that we learned. I have had to learn how to walk, and I had to learn how to get my balance again and walk without a cane again. That took a while, 2 years. Memories are issues, in my opinion, took longer. But certainly walking again, I still use a cane on icy days or difficult climbs. It is important that I have that support because sometimes my right and left don't coordinate as well as I'd like them to, and that includes when I put in here hand washing dishes in the advanced level. Getting my right hand to grab my left hand and work together sometimes can be a little tough. That's mine recovery, and everybody's recovery is different, but that's certainly putting it in small format. So I just thought I'd go over the beginning level, and please understand, work with your medical team, work with your doctors, your therapists, occupational, physical, speech therapists, as well as certainly vision therapists. There's other types, and do what's best for you. But I thought I'd put out there as a beginner, making a bed was a big deal for me. As I remind you, I couldn't walk, and I'd have to use a cane, and I couldn't get my left and right to coordinate better, so I almost often had to use just one hand to make the bed. But it was a good way to start the day, and a good way to open myself up to, okay, what next? It's all about neuroplasticity, relearning how to do everything again. That's a big daunting phrase. Relearn how to do everything again. Well, that's what I had to do, and that's what many of us have to do. So it's hard work, and there are some days that I'm still just a beginner level, that doing things like make the bed are exhausting, or they're tiring. I don't want to say are exhausting, but they were at the beginning. And getting dressed, I got dressed every day. Some days I actually had to go back to bed as soon as I got dressed. I was so tired. I was so exhausted. Neuroplasticity, brain fog just took over. I consider it like the ocean taking over, and the fog rolling in, like in San Francisco. Now, I'm from the East Coast, and the fog generally rolls out by 10 or 11 in the summertime. But when I was in San Francisco for a little while, the fog would roll in every day, and it would cover that Golden Gate Bridge, excuse me, the Golden Bridge every day. And it was different every day. Some day it was thin and waspy and not very heavy, and other days it rolled in thick, and it wouldn't budge. It would not go away. And that I saw it every day between 9 and 9:30 every day. It would do that. Well, that's my schedule for my brain fog. Every day there may have been 8 o'clock. Some days I got till 9, and on the great days I got till 10. Um, that's not as evident now, but it certainly does occur, and neuro fatigue is certainly part of my life in some ways. But at the beginning level, there were some days 1 and 2 I got done, and that was it. I had to go back to bed for a while. Eventually, I would get up again and do some more. But another point at the beginning level might be smiling. And that was also associated, in my opinion, aphasia. And I didn't like to smile. My concentration, first of all, was so strong that smiling was not something I could even think of. But also, smiling, I had the right side droop on my face. And I didn't like the way I looked. And I couldn't, it was just all so tense. So I couldn't actually smile, but smile anyways. Inside, you can feel the joy that comes with smiling. There's a joy and a dopamine rush that does occur when you help your brain recognize that you're smiling, and that's helping the process overall of just being a better you and celebrating you for who you are today as a stroke survivor or brain injury survivor. Certainly, there are others with brain injuries that are beyond traumatic events. They may be Alzheimer's, they may be Parkinson's. I recognize there's more out there. So, certainly, some of these things may be something you can do or you've already been doing. Everybody, beginner, intermediate, advanced, everybody has a different level of this. Could be a next level of advanced that certainly is out there. That's running up the hill versus just bending knees and lifting weights. And I mentioned the hill because I do go for walks. And that's my next level that I'm going to try. Instead of walk briskly up that hill, I'm actually going to try to run up that hill. We're all a little different on what we can challenge ourselves to do. What I'm asking you to do is certainly recognize that these are a few things that we could be doing that can help our momentum, help keep us positive. Let me know if you try to do them, or let me know your success stories, or certainly incorporate some for yourself as to your world and your pattern around you. Aphasia is in here. What I say, read aloud for 15 minutes and read aloud for 30 minutes. That's also the memory loss. Working on that. Emptying the dishwasher is part of my memory loss, and not knowing where anything goes, or not remembering. In 15 years in a home, I couldn't remember, which cabinet has the foods or the coffee mugs. I didn't know. I really didn't know. So when I go to empty the dishwasher, for example, I'd open all the cabinets. I just open them all up. And then I'd look and go, okay, I have a glass. Where do I put the glasses? Okay. I would do it that way. It's a matter of just being proud you're doing it, being proud that it's something, it's a task that I can manage. I could keep my hand on the counter and put my glass up because that's the balance issues. I always had to have a hand on the counter before I could reach up. And I do that. And I do the process. We're all different on how we go forward in our stroke survivor or brain injury journey. I'm hoping some of these help you. Please let me know. I hope you have a great day.